Forum is a long-term care pharmacy. We've been around for about 40 years and we service about 9,000 beds. The driving factor that we experienced that caused us to change our pharmacy system was we're in a very competitive market, and literally we could not get business without providing certain service parameters that our current software just wouldn't allow us to do. We chose Framework primarily because of things like the fact that it was Windows-based. So that would cut down a lot of our training time and also allow for non-clinical personnel to be able to go into the system to access data that previously you would have to find a technician or a pharmacist to run something for you when you could just get the answer yourself in a Windows-based system. Another reason was that there were steps that were so difficult to do that were very simplistic in Framework, that were very challenging in other systems. Another reason that we changed over was, even at the time, and this was back when Framework was new, SoftWriters was still much younger as a company, but they were receptive to customizing and changing parameters to suit our needs. So for example, there were things in medical records that we couldn't do with our old system, and they looked at us and said, well, we could do that for you. We can change it, and they could accommodate it. And then probably the last and possibly most important reason for changing was that it was SQL-based. And that made a huge difference because previously our vendor owned our data. We could not access it after it was used. And we have been able to run reports and basically data mine anything that's in Framework simply because it's in a SQL database, and it has made a significant difference. I think the biggest gains that we've seen from transitioning to Framework are that we are responsive to our customers. Our customers request something, they want something automated, they have a ridiculous request, and I go back to the pharmacy and our people say, oh, well, yeah, we could do that. We could set that up. And no, you don't even need someone to manually do that. We can make that occur automatically. The pharmacies that should be using Framework are the ones that are really focused on customer service or are interested in being able to maximize their operations or efficiencies. One of the things that we've been very impressed about is two things. Framework's ability to respond to our requests and evolve over time, and also to be able to develop answers yourselves through things like reporting off of the SQL database.